Hi, and welcome to the Land of Eem Podcast. This is our actual play of the Land of Eem tabletop role-playing game created by us, Ben Costa and James Parks, and featuring our pal George Higgins. Land of Eem is a creative-focused, easy-to-learn tabletop RPG that was inspired by our book series Dungeoneer Adventures from Simon & Schuster and Rickety Stitch and the Gelatinous Goo from Random House. You can find out more about the Land of Eem at landofeem.com. Hope you enjoy our adventures.
Hello. Hello.
Oh my goodness! Hello. What do we have here? What do we have here, Mr. Costa? Do we have a Georgie?
This is our pal George. He's joining us today.
George Higgins is a professional PC.
We've known George since college.
I'm a professional personal computer. Yeah, I was stalking Ben in his college class because he looked like a really cool guy. And then we all shared some classes together. It was good times.
Indeed.
First time I saw George, he was playing World of Warcraft in class.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable.
Yeah, my laptop was so loud. I don't know how the teacher didn't understand.
I respect it.
It was so loud that his backpack didn't have any books in it. It was just a Vornado that he would plug in to keep the computer cool.
It's true.
So today we're going to run through some sort of how to play this game that we've made.
Yeah, I see the Roll20's up. I've got my pre-gen character in front of me, and we're going to just run through some, what do you say? We'll run through some travel, some dice mechanics.
Yeah, you'll have you travel across the land, encounter things, deal with them, if conflicts arise or whatever. Show you how that works, and then we'll show you how the relationship stuff works too. So you got to put on your role-playing hats. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
Oh.
Indeed.
I share the link to the game that you can download now for free. Get all,
which is great. And we actually we launched it last week. Was it last week? It seems like a million years ago already, but it was last week for Gen Con. We ran a ton of beta games with a bunch of great people, and we launched our Discord. You can join that too, and you can find games and check out stuff. And it was a great success. I mean, I think we're almost we're just over 700 downloads already in just the last several days. Which is fantastic, which means people are going to start playing the game, and we're really excited for that. It's really cool and fun.
And you can give feedback in the Discord channel, too.
Indeed. In fact, I'm in the Discord right now. See, we got 8 people online right now. It's a party. So,
nice.
You know what I mean?
We just need some activity in there, you know what I mean? We need to
people are posting their characters. The Gregor the Mediocre Bard is hilarious. And I'm a fan. And Ben actually finally posted Jasper Plasterport. That's the one we created last week, right?
Oh, right.
Yes.
Awesome.
Have you posted a portrait of Red Claw and his family yet, though?
No, that was requested by your own bloodline. Your brother requested Red Claw.
So yeah, let's dive into this.
Yeah. With no further ado.
See, us suggesting Ben draw Red Claw is basically telling him to get back into the mines.
Yeah.
Back to your pit. Me.
Look, I'll do it if it's like for some like quest or adventure that we make. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Fair enough.
Well, let's make that quest then. Let's just guarantee that that's going to be a quest in the Scalawag Strand that we will release.
Let's throw out this whole plan today and just do that. We could travel to the Scalawag Strand for the quest.
Start sowing the seeds of a one-page adventure.
It's true.
With Red Claw.
Where should we start? Wally, classic.
I say Georgie's choice.
Georgie's choice. Maybe we just are leaving Krogland.
Okay.
Krogland.
It's like
Krogland.
Kirkland, but for goblins.
Yeah, it's like you can get a lot of
It's like Costco.
bulk peanuts and cat food.
Nakadonki tube steaks, yeah.
Yeah, Nakadonki tube steaks.
By
Cup
the
of noodle.
grateful. Yeah.
Cup of noodle.
Give me that cup of Norks over there.
Nork's noodle. Did we already talk about how like there's a lot of, for whatever reason, there's like a lot of fast food jokes
Yeah.
in the Land of Eem? It's like all the food options are like, get some waffles and wargs. Get some Nork's noodle in a cup. Nakadonki tube steak. People gotta eat.
It's true.
I'll take suggestions for a pizza place from people in the comments.
Pizza kind of pushes it for me.
Does it? Is that a bridge too far? Pizza?
It's like so specific.
It's because it's like just Italian. It's like, but if you went into Wally's and ordered spaghetti,
I mean, what about like Pizza Hovel or something? It's like a riff off of Pizza Hut.
yeah, it's like pizza
Like
hovel.
witch pizza.
Or Lich pizzas.
Lich's pizzas.
How about you introduce yourselves, your characters? You're using the pre-generated characters.
I'm using Riley Springle. She's the loyal chum Shrim.
Mm-hmm.
And let me read my. Which one are you, Georgie?
I am Galen Dundougal.
And Galen, he's one of my best pals. There's nothing I wouldn't do for Galen. I'm Galen's loyal chum.
I like that we picked characters that works out for you.
Yeah. I am Galen's loyal chum. We're pals.
Yeah. And I'm Galen Dundougal. I am a Brogrel Knight Errant. I hold my breath for 5 minutes. It's amazing. And Riley, I trust in my life. There's nothing I wouldn't do for them.
Look at that. Buddies to the core.
It's true.
Awesome. As the loyal chum, James, you have a best chum ability specifically for Galen. Why don't you tell what that is?
What is my best chum ability?
It's under your perks.
I think if you can heal me for 1d12, was it?
I don't know. I'm not looking at the sheet which one we pick, but
share the load. Suffer the consequences of your best chum's failed actions.
Oh, nice.
Which is awesome. That means if he is not successful at doing something or if he's in a bind, I can jump in and make sure that the bad stuff happens to me, because that's what friends do.
That's what friends do.
They take a crossbow bolt for each other.
all right. So you just had a questionable experience at Krogland. You got on a ride that tried to kill you. It's kind of a harrowing experience, and now you're leaving, and you're going to be sure to give it a horrible review.
Yeah, definitely. I'm still a little queasy from the cotton candy that I got there, just because I'm not so sure that was real cotton candy.
That was like swamp fungus.
It was like swamp fungus.
Yeah.
And Krog, he's not the best guy in the world, but I'm glad to be out in the open air. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So where do you want to head?
It's a good question. Do we have any kind of current quesh? Let's see. Let's go around. Maybe we'll head to city. Marshgate's south of us, but maybe we'll go a little farther than that. You want to go to, let's see, Junktown? Junktown's always fun.
Yeah, let's head to Junktown. Get some junk.
I'm going to call an audible.
Ooh, DM's choice.
I'm going to say keep it in the used to be forest. So.
Right.
Right.
Of course.
Are complete in the other areas.
That's
right,
why
so
you're the GM.
Yeah.
Guy. Well, what do you say? Let's head down to Marshgate. Right
I like
on the
it.
border.
I like it. A border town.
Pretty sure that's in the Used to Be Forest, although I will be honest, they all blend in my head a little bit.
I hear they're building a wall.
It's at the edge of the Used to Be Forest.
Awesome. Yeah, there are well over 100 locations in the entire sandbox. Used to Be Forest is just a sample, but there's 22 there alone. 77 different quest hooks, 45 NPCs. It's hard to keep track of it.
And a bogrel and a pear tree.
And a bogrel and a pear tree in every town. So
in every single town, there's a bogrel in a pear tree.
Yeah, those frog folk, they really love fresh fruit.
It's true.
I mean, who doesn't?
It's that vitamin C. It keeps scurvy away.
There's no
scurvy
in the Land of Eem.
It's a scurvy-free zone.
Scurvy-free zone. Vitamin C up the yin-yang.
Vitamin C you later.
All right. Roll your travel check, and that will be realms. So one of you will do that first.
You want to go for it?
Sure.
Riley? Ooh, okay.
And my realms is +2. My total is 6.
Nice.
6.
That is a bump in the road.
Oof. They can't all be winners.
Roll a d6.
Roll a d6.
Come on, 5. Ooh, okay.
4.
4.
What does that mean, Ben? What does a 4 mean?
I am
bad weather.
Weather.
Sorry. Yeah, George is correct. Bad weather. The party runs afoul of bad weather, whether it's rain, wind, cold, or heat. The next travel check has disadvantage. I say it's super windy.
Oh, I can hardly see. What's going on?
Like dust devils and stuff like that in this cracked earth wasteland that you're traveling down.
It used to be forest. It's a tough place.
Yeah, we might have to hunker down and lose some travel time or something.
So you guys have moved down to this hex right here.
Cool.
So to get to Marshgate, you'll have to make another check. Each time you travel, by the way, you can move 2 hexes, or each time you roll, you can move 2 hexes, and you can move a total of 4 in a day. So you've spent half the day.
Okay.
All right.
So all right, George, let me see how my pathfinding is. Ooh, disadvantage. Okay, let's roll. Yeah, it's very inclement. Oh, they're both bad. It didn't matter. It's gonna be a 5 and a 4.
Okay.
We're having a fun time. Yeah.
I'm out of sorts. Got an upset tummy.
It's a dangerous encounter. Roll a d100.
Ooh,
here we go.
88. What could it possibly be?
All right. As you get to Marshgate, everyone in the town, it's like already night.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone in town is just like at wit's end. Like people are out in the streets when they should already be inside by now. And the mayor is out on the street and he's trying to like calm everyone down. Let's see who the mayor is, actually. I will consult the beta sandbox setting.
Consulting. Everyone's on edge.
So it's
what is the mayor's name?
She's not so much of a mayor as just the de facto leader. Her name is Vera, the mathematician. She's a troll.
A mathematician.
And she says...
Vera.
Oh, Vera, because she's virile.
Everyone, calm down. We'll get this handled. And then you hear faintly on the wind and it gets louder and louder, like a yodeling.
Oh, there's nothing more Land of Eem that calming everybody down because something is yodeling in the distance.
Yeah.
Yeah. She says, someone's got to talk to him once and for all. This is getting ridiculous. Who's willing to do it? And everyone in the town is like, not me. Not me.
I'm going to use one of my character flaws and destroy something indiscriminately. I smash a pot to get everyone's attention because I want all eyes on me. And I say, I shall rescue someone from danger.
I'm going to use one of my flaws immediately after to try to one-up him and get everyone's adventure, except for I trip over the pot and clatter in front of everybody.
Oh, Riley, no. I pick Riley back up. I dust Riley off. I said, we'll do it.
You heard him.
Yeah. We're like actually two brigands.
We're gonna bully these people into letting us do the right thing.
Yeah.
Vera looks at you, sort of very confusedly. She says, "You two will get stomped."
No, we won't.
You just tripped over a pot, like a child.
I mean,
yeah. Who puts a pot there?
Yeah, right. I mean, you did.
You smashed it.
That's you know what? I feel backed into a corner here. This was a mistake. I did not intend to smash the pot. It was a fake show of force because really I don't have any might. Almost none.
Do you actually think you could talk to Sven the yodeling troll?
Sven the yodeling troll.
Sven the yodeling troll. Sure. Talk to anybody. He's not got. Doesn't have a bad voice.
He has a temper.
Wait. Ben, she's a troll, right?
What are you suggesting? That I just can talk to any troll? I'm a troll.
Well, you know, based on appearances, I would say that you might have a better shot than us.
Honestly, I think he was talking more about weight class.
Also true.
Sven and I don't get along. In fact, I think he's just trying to bug me.
Maybe it's some kind of unrequited love. That's usually how these yodeling things work.
No, it's an old grudge, between toll tellers. I'm sort of an outcast these days. You've heard of the toll tellers, haven't you?
I have not.
Nor have I.
It's the age-old order of trolls who keep the peace and keep the regulations surrounding, bridge tolls and whatnot. Make sure everything's in order.
Trolls under bridges government.
Exactly. And, I've sort of moved on from that life. Now I'm working for Unassailable Co. And this is our town. And then someone overhearing conversation, a goblin who looks like he could be found in any dungeon in the Mucklands. He says, "Your town? No. There hasn't been any decision. This is a joint operation. How you doing? I'm Taskmaster Dundoon."
Now, you must be from SPL.
That's correct. You had some experience with SPL?
No, every Taskmaster I meet is from SPL. I don't know if that's like a job title or something or what.
I've read Rickety Stitch book 1.
You're whip smart, I tell you.
Just rip down the fourth wall.
Sorry.
I love it.
So Sven the yodeling troll. go talk to him.
Wait, real quick. Let's settle one thing first. Who's in charge around here, and who do we come to when we've solved this problem?
You should come to me, Taskmaster Dundoon.
Is that Dundoon with two N's? Or?
Don't listen to him. I'm the leader. Me.
You're the leader.
Yes, Vera. I'm a mathematician. I am incredibly smart. And that's what smart people say.
I'd like to use old chums.
Nice.
To once per session, you can make up an old friend that you've run into who can help you or give you advice. And I'm going to have to roll it first, right? Or do I make it up and then roll it?
I prefer the make-up then roll.
Okay. I'm going to make up that I've got an old pal named Chaz Donahue who lives in Marshgate, and I'm going to ask him, like, hey, like, who's really in charge of this place? What's the deal?
Nice.
Cool.
I'm going to roll my charm. Stand by. 11.
Nice.
Nice.
Outright
Your old buddy Chaz Donahue. How do you know Chaz?
Chaz and I both we worked as farmers in our old village, and he kind of got me inspired to go be an adventurer because when he was young, he got up and said, "Hey, I'm heading to Quagmash to go become a frontiersman."
Nice. Well, looks like he never made it all the way to the Quagmash.
Yeah, he settled down. He works in a candy shop.
He says, yeah, I mean, it's gotten pretty bad over the last few months. There's sort of like a power struggle. On one hand, you got Vera, the troll. I mean, she actually is the smartest. Taskmaster Dundoon is a little bit of a buffoon. And then there's branch manager Pedra Teef. She works for Krog and Sons. And they've all been vying for power, and it seems like Vera is going to take the top spot.
Well, with a title like Mathematician, she's got a brain.
It's true.
What they're all trying to do really is convince Crazy Ernie to kind of contract for them.
Crazy Ernie of Crazy Ernie's Custom Floor Traps?
Exactly. Yeah, the famous one and only Crazy Ernie. I'm sure you've heard his jingles.
No, could you give us an example?
Yeah, you know the one. Avoid the gurney. Buy from Ernie.
Yes.
You don't buy a custom trap from me, I'll stab you with a carrot. That guy.
Yeah.
That's the guy. Love his commercials.
Exceptionally sharpened carrots for stabbing. Throws one in with every purchase.
I've seen his ad in all the Dungeoneer magazines.
Yeah.
Hurry down to Crazy Ernie's or else.
Nothing to get me off my seat and buying floor traps like a direct threat from a guy named Crazy Ernie.
I feel the need to go buy a floor trap right now.
He's got a compound in town.
Interesting.
But, no one cares about any of that right now because Sven is yodeling all night and has been for the past week. It's supposed to be some grudge he has with Vera.
Nobody can get any rest.
Yeah, people are going crazy.
He's a party animal, that guy.
Yodeling all night long. Well, can Chaz tell us where Sven is based out of? Or can anyone? Maybe Vera can?
Vera says he's right in the swamp, right at the edge.
Cool.
He's got a bridge.
Of course he does.
All right. Well, let's see if we can't go help out these folks and get Sven to stop yodeling.
Yeah. I like it. Let's go get the other side of this story. We head out of town.
It's successful.
All right.
End quest. Give us XP.
We roll a perilous encounter and both die live.
Yeah, why don't you roll roll a check to see if you can find him?
All right.
You want to roll
What
this
kind of
one,
check?
Georgie?
Yeah, is it maybe a wilderness check or?
Sure.
Cool. Elijah Siren in YouTube says hello. So wilderness check is terrible. I've been rolling like booty today. That's a 4. I'm completely lost after we leave the town. I'm in a swamp.
Yeah, you guys are like waist deep in swamp water.
Ah, God. It's worse than sand, which is, of course, coarse and it gets everywhere.
I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think this is the way.
What gave it away?
I think it's the leeches that are crawling into my ears. That's what gave it away.
Fair enough, yeah. I pick leeches out of Riley's ears.
Yeah, speaking of leeches.
Hey, Elijah. Welcome.
You feel something big and crawly on both of your legs. Both of you.
Oh, goodness gracious.
At the same moment, you hear Sven yodel off in the distance. You're like,
Aha!
we're definitely not in the right place.
But we're getting there. I reach down because I think that whatever I'm feeling is probably my massive muscular calves, and it's not.
No, it feels like a giant leech.
Ugh.
Oh, goodness. Let's see.
I'm going to say you guys are in a conflict.
I feel conflicted about a giant leech on myself.
So the first phase of a conflict is parlay. Now, when you're dealing with like critters who can't speak, that might look like, animal handling, like dealing, like wrangling them in some capacity. So do any of you want to do something like that?
I think I'm going to not parlay in this instance, but take an action.
I think that's pretty reasonable. So Ben, are you saying like I could wrestle the leech right now instead of going into combat, or that'd be more of a combat action?
Wrestling it would be more of a combat action, but if you
I have an idea.
wanted to scare them off in some way,
Could
you
I?
have to have an idea for this.
I have an idea, Georgie.
Yeah.
Could I say that I still have some of that cotton candy from Krogland and try to, lure them away and toss the cotton candy into the water so that they might want to eat it?
Yeah, use a quest point.
All right, I'll use a quest point. I will use a quest point because it would be fantastic if it works.
Yeah. I like it.
Should I roll wilderness?
Yeah.
All right, I'll roll wilderness and use a quest point. Ooh, that's a 8.
Whoa.
Not terrible.
Okay.
It's a success with a twist.
Indeed.
So you were trying to kind of throw this cotton candy for them to go get. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. The hopes that it gives them the same stomach ache that it gave me.
Okay. So you do it. I'll say the twist is that one of them takes longer to pull off of your leg. You have to actually pull it and throw it over there.
Yeah, I'm happy to try to pull it off and throw it over there.
You'll
Using
take
your
some
mighty.
dread.
Okay.
I accept your dread.
Take 2 dread.
2
Ben,
dread.
Do we assume
Did I
max
take? Did
dread
Riley
for
take the
first
2
level?
dread? I took the 2 dread, right? Or was it Georgie?
You did, James.
Okay, I am still courageous. I have 12 courage.
Be strong, Riley.
I am strong. I am mighty with my frying
the
pan.
leeches swim over and start devouring this gross cotton candy.
Let's get out of here, man.
Run away! Run away!
I mean, it might even be people, Cotton candy is made of people.
Green. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Krogland, anything is possible.
Yes.
As long as as long as it's on the darker spectrum of humanity.
Anything terrible is possible in Krogland.
You think you can follow Sven's yodeling at this point.
Okay.
It becomes clearer in the night air. And you come to his bridge, which is a rickety old wooden bridge in the swamp. And you see his shadow in the moonlight. And his head is upturned and he's yodeling.
Hey, Sven.
hey, buddy.
Can I start?
Yodely, yodely, yodely.
I'm going to start clapping along with the yodeling.
Yeah.
I'm into it. Because I am into it.
He beckons you to dance.
Can I harmonize with him while James is dancing?
Yeah, you can try. Make a charm or inspire check.
Nah, that'd be as charming as possible. Oh my good lord, this dice roller is broken.
I'm going to do lend a hand, and if any ally fails a roll, I can attempt to make the check instead and replace the result.
You're singing and dancing. It's beautiful.
So I'm going to attempt a 3-part harmony. And
you're going to fill in the middle gap, yeah.
I'm going to roll charm to make this a thing.
All right.
8.
I love it.
Success with a twist.
Okay. You fill in. I think the twist is that he still hears Galen. One of you is good and one of you is terrible.
I mean, maybe avant-garde. I don't know if it's terrible.
No, it's bad.
Okay, accepted.
Ruined it.
All right, no pushing back against the giant troll.
Yeah, we're going to just agree with him.
So, I noticed that you're yodeling at night. There's no audience for you. Why don't you do it during the day?
Well, I sleep during the day.
You're like a night shift troll.
A night shift troll?
I get all my traffic at night, all the orchards.
Oh, I see.
Well, you're missing out on all the merchants during the day, though. You just let them pass over your bridge toll-free.
No one comes this way. No one's coming into the Quagmash.
Have you considered moving?
Business is fine.
I mean, I got to tell you, if there's any place that we need a yodeling troll, it's at the Crack. You got all that Krogland traffic. There's some serious Skrilla to be made.
No one wants to go around the Crack. They'd rather go over the Crack.
Yeah. That's many miles to go around.
Many miles.
Wait a minute. Are you coming from that Marshgate town?
Have you been?
Yeah, I know Vera's over there.
We just had an interesting encounter with some of the folks over there. They're fighting amongst themselves all the time. Not my scene. I'd much rather be out here.
Yeah, in the nice, fresh swamp air.
Filled with leeches, eating our cotton candy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll have your company, but not that pitchy guy. Bogrel, you're terrible.
I don't know what you're talking about. I begin to croak. Yeah, I think it's because I have a more guttural yodeling you're not used to yet.
Hey folks, just want to take a quick moment to thank all of our supporters on Patreon. Without you, we wouldn't have been able to make this actual play a reality. So if you're a fan of the podcast, the books like Dungeoneer Adventures or Rickety Stitch, or the Land of Eem TTRPG, know that Patreon is the best way that you can support us. Thanks again, and let's get back to the adventure.
But anyway, my tone-deaf friend and I, we were
Hey,
we were thinking about starting our own enterprise up near the crack, and with a voice like yours and all of your knowledge of bridge trolling, we thought maybe we could be partners.
Well, this job does kind of suck.
is it the swamp?
But
It smells like farts here.
I have a duty to the toll tellers. This is where I was placed, you know?
Mm.
I see.
Can't put in for a transfer?
James, why don't you make a some sort of check? Charm, inspire.
Any check.
I would say
I will-
inspire.
I'll make an inspire check. Let's see how I do. 12. That's good because I have no bonuses to inspire.
It's perfect.
This is just pure Riley Springle,
Yeah.
heart of the campaign.
The best inspiration. There's no one more inspiring than you.
Listen, if you take me to the crack, fine. But then you got to go to the Drippy Downs and tell the toll tellers.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we can do that. You know, I can. Good.
I was going to say we're heading that way anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's nice this time of year.
I can pack all your belongings onto my bogrel tortoise here, and I slap it on the shell.
Oh, my gosh, you have a tortoise.
I have a bogrel tortoise, and Frau Blucher here can help you move all your gear to the crack.
I'm going to stand on the shell of the tortoise so I can speak eye to eye to the troll.
It's a really amazing picture with like the moon in the background, you standing on the back of the tortoise. Like,
I forgot I'm only like 3 feet tall.
yeah.
Maybe you're not so bad after all, Bogro. I mean,
I shrug.
anybody who's got a tortoise, us pretty good in my book.
Yeah.
Now, is this business on the up and up?
Yeah, I mean, Krogland, we just got back from Krogland. It's filled with people going in and out. I mean, if there's a shortcut to Krogland from the west, I see that as being a lot more valuable than, midnight orch runs.
Mm-hmm.
So, who's going to build this bridge over the crag?
I actually could do it. I have woodcraft, repair, mechanics, and tinker +3. I could build the bridge.
You can do it. I believe
I'm
in you.
not strong enough, though. I would need your help. I can't physically lift the logs and stuff, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that you could help.
All right, let's go. Well, it's the middle of the night, so maybe let's just stay here the night.
All right. I'm going to start laying as he yodels. I'm going to start to undo my bedroll to sleep, and then realize that we're not going to sleep at all.
No sleep will be had tonight. No courage will be recovered.
Just sit on the turtle and doze back and forth, watching orcs, orches,
Yes, orches pass over you every hour,
snorting through the night.
Trump. Yeah.
But you have some time to talk, especially if you're not sleeping.
Yeah.
So, in the game, in Land of Eem, when you make camp, after a day of travel, there's a built-in mechanic where you each can ask each other a question. This is great for doing your relationships because you get XP when you build on your relationships. So why don't you remind everyone what your relationships are to each other?
So Galen and I, we came from the same village that was actually destroyed by Sarpathi, which are these wicked serpent people. And, seeing Chaz earlier from the same village brought a lot of things up, Maybe one day we could take on a building endeavor sort of like this bridge with Sven and rebuild our village once the threat of the Sarpathi has subsided.
Yeah. Yeah, and I I turn to Riley and I say, if you build that village, I'll defend it with my sword to the bitter end. I never want anything like that to happen again. The Sarpathi took everything from us. We must uncover the truth of the Sarpathi and share it with the world.
I'm all for that. I'm also hungry and I don't have any food, so I did squirrel away some of that cotton candy, and I know I shouldn't.
No, don't. I split my rations with Riley. Please. Your gas was terrible the entire trip here. Maybe because I'm downwind from you, but still.
It was rough. Rough.
Sven, he sees that you guys are hungry. He's like, "Oh, sorry." He hands you some leech larva. Oh, have a bite.
It's like a delicacy.
I mean, not for me.
You eat like a king every night.
Pops one in his mouth like a piece of popcorn.
So can I use cooking to? It will heal everybody, but could I try to whip something up with the larva to make it palpable for myself?
Sure.
That's very smart.
Tinker.
Going to. Oh boy, that's a 1.
Somehow worse.
Yeah.
Or don't you have a bonus?
I have +3, actually. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
It's a 4.
It tastes awful, but it doesn't make you vomit. That's the plus.
Okay.
Sometimes that's all I can ask for. Keeping your food down.
Keeping your food down, and by my gastrointestinal system, this quest has been challenged. I can't wait to get back to civilization and get myself
a just let it go in the swamp, man.
Yeah, just let it go in the swamp.
Right in.
Oh, jeez.
I look down at where Sven is sitting in the swamp, and I see bubbles coming up in the swamp muck. I don't know if it's from him or from
he
the
nods,
swamp.
Makes like direct eye contact with you. Yep.
I let one go too, and it feels right.
Now we're talking. It's the swamp life.
That's not so bad here, actually.
Yeah,
farts in the Land of Eem.
I might even miss it, but crack sounds pretty good.
Yeah, the crack is great. It's got plenty of shade.
It's even it's got an entrance to the Underlands, so you get that traffic too. It's a good spot.
You get like a 3-way bridge going where you have the bridge coming out of the crack and the bridge going over the crack. Everyone's going to love that.
In 5 years, you'll be like a real estate developer.
It's true. Just start a new city around the crack.
So what's my cut and what's your cut?
I leave the business to Riley.
Everybody gets a third?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm doing all the work. I'm going to be there 24/7.
That's true. That's true.
Tell you
We're
what,
going to be silent partners,
We'll be silent partners as long as we got a place to stay out there, and we don't have to eat any more larvae. It'll be even.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you could just hook us up with supplies when we come by, Or in need us some Nakadonkey tube steaks or some rations or something.
Yeah,
help a brother out.
A place to flop.
I could do that. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna get some shut eye. It's like 6 a.m. He gets like 2 hours of sleep every night.
We get no sleep.
Before you know it, morning is broken. So what are you going to do? Are you just going to go to the crack, or are you going to go back to Marshgate at all?
I mean, move him to the... Want to move him first?
I wonder if he could get there on his own.
It's true. I did promise I'd help move some of his stuff with my tortoise.
He's got a pretty big magic card collection, I hear. So,
huzzah!
It's
He's
huzzah.
got
40
huzzah decks.
He's got 40 huzzah decks of
quite the huzzah player.
Of multiple elemental colors.
Yeah.
I guess we could help him move.
Well, I mean, how about this, Ben? Could my tortoise go with him and then find his way back to me to help him move?
Is there something in the rules? I forget.
I forget also.
Let me look at Knight Errant. My steed never gets tired on the road.
Yeah. I mean, it's sort of a big ask of your
Yeah,
steed.
it is a big ask of my steed.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, maybe
why don't we
head there, yeah.
Why don't we pack up his stuff on the tortoise, tell him we'll meet him there. All we're doing is swinging back into town. He doesn't have to be there.
That's true.
And
yeah, it'll be a lot easier.
We'll be right behind him and we'll have all of his stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Excellent.
I love it.
All right. He walks off, and you get back to Marshgate. What do you do?
Guess we're going to go to Vera, right?
Yeah. Let her know that Sven's not going to be a problem anymore. He moved away.
Really?
Yeah, we got his huzzah collection on the back of my tortoise here.
She checks it out. Wow. It really is his stuff.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I mean, well done.
Well, I thought we did pretty well.
Look, you two seem like you can get things done. That's impressive. And there's a lot of people around here that are kind of dead weight, if you get what I mean. She shoots a glance at Taskmaster Dundoon off in the distance, bossing people around. Look, if you ever need some extra cash, we got a muckman problem around here.
Muckman problem? Well, we can take a look at that. We also need to head to the Drippy Downs to actually get permission for him to move bridges.
Yeah, we got some errands to run, but we can come back and deal with your muckman problems.
Errands is really funny.
Yeah.
It's we got to pick up a couple of cabbages, go negotiate with the toll tellers.
Yeah. I am a knight errand after all.
You don't want to get mixed up with the toll tellers.
Uh-oh.
Speaking from experience here.
Yeah. Another life.
So, say Sven moved to another bridge. How would the toll tellers react to, I don't know, us negotiating him from one bridge to another?
You're going to jump through a lot of hoops, do a lot of paperwork. I mean, they're going to have your hands tied for a while.
Okay.
Can we? Well, Vera,
do you know any pointers?
Maybe she can help us out. Give us some, or she could go with us.
The fact that she was one of them already is really.
Yeah. All right, fine. Maybe you could write down what forms we need to sign and date in triplicate. Any kind of processing fees you could cover.
Yeah,
as part of
how many
our reward
of a TPS report do we need?
Just wait right here.
Okay.
She comes back with 3 massive tomes.
Oh, jeez.
Puts them on your tortoise. You're going to want to read these cover to cover.
I have an idea. I tell you what. You put in the paperwork. We'll take care of those muckmen for free.
You doing this now or later?
I mean, that seems
we're juggling a lot here. Yeah.
That seems like a different quest session, but yes, we'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll take care of those muckmen.
I tell you what.
Settle Sven.
You guys are headed to the crack. Before you go to the Drippy Downs, you come back here and deal with the muckmen.
Okay.
All right. We can get behind that.
We can do that. We can do that.
She shakes her hands, takes the books back. She'll be doing all the work.
Awesome.
Front.
Awesome.
And my tortoise is grateful for the lightened load.
Yeah, the books weigh 600 pounds. We couldn't even look them together.
Like 6 slots of inventory.
Yeah.
A mobile library of legal books.
It's true.
Awesome.
Legalese. Yeah, should we travel to the crack? I think we have a few minutes left where we can do that.
Yeah. Do it.
This is where we meet our horrible dooms. James, you want to roll?
I will roll.
The first leg, yeah.
Realms 8.
Okay, nice.
8. A bump in the road. Roll a d6.
All right, here we go.
Bumpity, bumpity, bump.
2.
A 2 is lost supplies.
Oh dear. Oh no, that's not good. We have all his stuff.
I mean, it might be some of our own supplies. Yeah. Oh my gosh, what if we lost some?
But
of
the opportunity for comedy and misfortune.
Yeah, I'm going to say you lost some of his like high-powered huzzah decks.
Oh no.
Some of them that won him tournaments.
Ben, what if could we spend longer on the road, like circling back and trying to find them? Like lose some time in travel?
You mean like take
to mitigate this
additional travel?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to double back.
I think it's worth it. I don't want.
Yeah,
I don't want Sven to mess around with us.
This was almost flawless.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah, I think it's worth the risk of additional travel.
I'll roll to double back.
A search check.
What's your search? My search is -1.
My search is +0.
Let me give you a +2 to the check before it's rolled with inspiring orders.
Ah, excellent.
My inspire is only a +1, but it is enough to inspire you. I say, Riley, I need you to search like you've never searched before.
I will use my...
You can do it.
Shrimp eyes, which are like eagle eyes.
Beady little...
A 4.
Well, +2, so it's a 6.
6. Oh, 6.
Yeah.
No, 5. It's 5. I rolled a 3.
But you have a +0. That's right. Do you want to use a? Can you use a quest point to bump it up to a 6?
Yes,
give us a little bit better of opportunity.
I was just about to say that. I'll use
I like it.
For 6.
I like it.
Success with a twist.
What a twist!
We lose all of our stuff.
No, roll a random encounter. That's a twist. Like you find it, but
yeah, it's
all right. D100.
Yeah.
There's a Shadu sitting on top of your pile of.
I rolled a 4.
4.
Early stuff is when the designers are the most creative. So.
Where?
Now, will the tone of this encounter be doom and gloom, hijinks, or
whimsy?
A little whimsical, or will it be the Gloom King?
Yes, it will be the Gloom King himself.
You find a gnome sitting sullenly in a small cage.
Oh my gosh, we got to get him out of there.
A sign posted next to him that reads, "Arrested for cultivation of trees."
Cultivation of trees?
Well, first thing I do is smash that lock with my hatchet.
Yeah, can we...
You found the deck, like, right? He's, like, hanging a tree from a cage, and there's, like, a fire that seems to be just put out. and like the deck has already been played with.
It's out of order, but it's all there. Hopefully,
still in the sleeves.
But like, it seems like someone was recently at this camp.
Yeah, can we do a little scene safety and kind of look around?
Yeah, like do a search check. Like, see if there's any spies.
Spies like us.
Spies like us.
The gnome says they'll be back soon.
Okay, let's just get him out of here and get out.
I'm getting the deck. I don't know why.
I'll let go of the gnome. I'll get the gnome out of there.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll collect all the decks and stuff, and then I'll help you let the gnome down safely.
Is he in like a steel cage or like a wooden one or?
Yeah, it's like a metal steel cage.
All right. Let's see. Hatchet, saw, rations, bedroll, frying pan.
I mean, I got a magnificent or I can chop it with my sword.
Make a might check.
All right. This is what I live for, destroying things indiscriminately. All right. Might.
Yeah. Break that cage.
Hey!
Yes!
Finally, my rolls are coming through.
With one swipe,
break
the cage open. And the gnome, he seems like dehydrated. He like slumps into your arms.
I cradle him like a football. And we get out of there.
We give him some coconut water to hydrate him.
Yeah. give him some Brondo to mute his thirst.
This gnome needs electrolytes.
Some Quag-Aid.
Quag-Aid.
All right. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, as you're leaving the scene, you see some Yowljacks.
I'm familiar with Yowljacks.
We should hide.
How fast can we get away on my boggle tortoise? Oh, those are Yowljacks. Okay.
They're often employed by. They're either usually bandits or they're employed in some cases by these Dungeoneer corporations for nefarious purposes.
Nefariousness. I see.
They seem to shout, bark at each other, and they're far away, but they're starting to give chase.
Okay. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Right. Well, can we move faster when on my tortoise, or how does that work? I know that's counterintuitive, but
it's like an animal that has like a short burst of speed, So.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe I can use my Wayfarer ability to make something up, make up a point of interest.
I have something.
Oh yeah. Do you have something that
I could synergize with you? Maybe if it's like
I'm thinking of making like a big bramble patch or something, or somewhere we could hide from them.
Cool.
They wouldn't think to look, or maybe even like a little cave.
I dig it.
Yeah. Yeah, Ben. Maybe I'm gonna make up a point of interest. It'll be like an old disused mine. That'll be boarded up, and we can undo some of the boards and hide inside and redo the boards real quick.
All right, what's this mine called?
This is the old lost Krogdale mine. It's close enough to Krog mine. Dang old lost Krogdale mine.
I love it.
So let's get some realms up in here. D12 plus 2. 6. It's respectable.
Okay. Success with a twist.
I love it.
So you find there is a mine. What's the twist? What do you think?
It's not unoccupied.
It's filled with another gang of Yowljacks.
Out of the frying pan.
Yeah.
Into the fire.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys, you run into this mine, pull back some boards, and hide. you see through the cracks the yelljacks just completely overshoot and like run off into the distance.
Just hear snarling and yipping. Fade away.
But then, behind you, you hear a growl and a hiss.
Oh boy.
Maybe we can have the gnome talk to whatever's in here with us. You think he's up to it?
defer to the NPC. You got hey, gnome. I don't even know your name yet. But you got any bright ideas?
Yeah. Hey, can't you talk to these guys?
We got nothing.
Yeah.
You don't even know what you're dealing with yet.
Well, I mean, in anything growling and hissing.
Can I use my flint and tinder to like spark a fire?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So we can see it.
Yeah.
You see 3 killer rats.
Killer rats.
How big are killer rats again? Like rodents of unusual size or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big honking rats. All right.
You're in a conflict. They want to eat you, it seems like. So you want your gnome friend. His name is L. Barryton.
Love it. I mean, either that or I can try to intimidate the killer rats and see if I can...
Sorry. L. Barryton. Oh, it's so good. Canon.
Perfect.
He can speak to the rats, but he's not his normal full gnome self, so he's going to have disadvantage.
Electrolytes. Yeah.
I mean, let me try to intimidate them, actually. I think that'd be the better thing for me to do. Yeah. Did you have something, James?
I was actually, maybe we can scare him.
Yeah. I'm going to puff out my throat pouch really big and stomp with my big, thick frog legs to scare him off. That's a 6. It's not the worst. Maybe I get a couple of them to leave.
Can I... no, I can't. Never mind.
Okay.
Doesn't work.
Yeah, you get 2 of them to leave, but the bigger one does not move.
None shall pass.
And it actually, advances towards you, like snarling. You see its giant yellow teeth in the light.
Look at all that tartar.
You. James, what are you going to do?
I'm going to use my ideal and volunteer to go first into danger. I'm going to say, "Don't worry, Galen. I'll take care of this guy," and jump out in front with my frying pan.
I want to use my ideal to rescue you from danger, but
I'm gonna attack with the frying pan and just clobber him on the brain.
Roll your initiative, which is perception. If you get a 6 or above, you will go before the rat.
Oof.
Ooh.
I do not. I get a 4.
All right.
This works perfectly.
Let's check out the killer rat here. Right?
Killer rat. It's like one of the first creatures that was made for Land of Eem was a killer rat.
It's true. All right. You are... Ooh, that's a... What's your defense?
My defense is +1.
That is a critical hit.
Oh, no.
Oh, Lord.
I am courageous. I have 12 courage.
Bad day, bad day, bad day. Maxim, you don't have 12 courage anymore. Oh, Lord.
Don't worry, Galen. I'll take it.
Okay.
I am clobbered by this guy. Clobbered!
So, you're also, you have to roll a vitality check.
Yeah, I do. Critical. +1, 13.
Nice. It's a perfect time for a critical.
Okay.
A battle of criticals.
Yeah.
So you do not take a wound. But also, actually, part of the killer rat's bite, you must make another vitality check.
For Poisson.
Yeah.
6.
Okay. You do not contract rat plague.
Oh, no. Holy cats.
But yeah, it's the next round because you have no action. You are unconscious.
I am unconscious. Riley Springle, knocked to the ground by a giant rat.
Oh my good lord, I'm going after the killer rat.
Okay, the gnome will use his action to wake you up, James.
All right.
Wake me up before you go.
So
Thank goodness we rescued a gnome.
Yeah, no, right?
Roll a d6 plus your level, which is 1, and that's how many courage you have.
2 courage. Just enough.
Look at these rolls.
The minimum courage that I could have. I'm ready.
Okay, the rat attacks Galen.
Ah! Good lord, this rat.
Rat.
This rat is gamma irradiated.
Oh my gosh, my defense is +1.
This is like a desert
This is
radioactive
not good.
rat.
Yeah.
That's also a critical hit then.
Yeah.
It's the worst twist ever.
Oh my good lord.
4 dread.
Okay.
Okay. It's
It's your turn.
I will attack him with my magnificent S word. Take that! Maybe I'll use my last quest point to bump that to a 9 so there's no back and forth.
Nice.
I don't want to take too much damage from this chump. And I got a D10 dread on my magnificent sword. Ooh, look at that. Maximum damage.
Yeah, you slay the killer rat.
I kiss my sword and kneel before the dead killer rat. It was a worthy adversary.
The gnome says, Elberry Barrington says, you're a mighty warrior.
I did it all for my friend Riley.
She's not looking too good.
No.
I'm okay. I'll be all right.
I'm going to use my other instance of inspiring orders, and I'll say, Riley, you're made of tougher stuff than this. Come on, pull through to heal 1d6 courage if I make this check. I don't. It's not. It's not true. I'm just like, come on, come on.
We are filled with dread in a dark cave.
We should get out of here.
We got to get to the crack.
Yeah, let's get to the crack.
We're more
back to the crack.
We're more horrors away. At least Swan is there, and we have his stuff.
We recovered his magic deck or Huzzah deck.
His Huzzah deck. His gold cards.
It's going to take one more travel check, assuming nothing goes horrible.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
All right, you rolled the last one, right, James?
Did I? I don't recall.
Oh, no.
Roll it. It doesn't matter. Go.
All right. Yes.
It matters. The GM has been offensed.
It doesn't matter.
Another bump in the road. Roll a d6.
I mean,
unless you have a quest point.
No, I think I used my last quest point in combat there.
I have 2 left, I think, but I can't.
Yeah.
It's not a failed roll, you know what I mean?
Yeah. We can just this makes sense. Some exhaustion setting in.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
it's not bandits.
Anything but bandits.
Path there, and you're all worn out. Whenever you roll, whenever you heal courage until you get a night of rest, you're going to be rolling disadvantage on the courage. So, but you make it to the crack. You meet your old buddy Sven.
What a day. What a day.
Sven, you're all right.
You all look terrible.
It was a rough road this time. We're all really sick and filled with dread.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, I'm not sick. I'm sorry. I didn't get rat plague.
How are my huzzah cards?
They're great.
Yeah, never better.
They're great.
They're full of za. Yeah.
Why is there dirt on this deck?
Oh, rough road. Rough road.
Rough
We ran
road.
into some killer rats. They swarmed us. It's a terrible time.
Yowl jacks.
Yeah, yowl jacks.
It was dreadful. Pun intended.
Yes.
Well, as long as they're not bent.
Still in their sleeves.
Mint condition. Okay.
Mint. Yes.
Once we hand them over, I will never, ever touch those cards again.
Yeah.
Sven has scouted out a nice area to build the bridge. But that's probably something we can do next time if we pick this up again.
Sure.
Yeah. Love to.
Yeah,
Show show people how the game works. I mean, what's crazy is like this was all just random encounters in the sandbox. Like
Mhm.
None of this was planned at all.
none of this was planned
Yeah.
at all. This is just
Yeah.
using the tools that are already there, and it's pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, it can really stretch out an adventure in a good way, as opposed to just this really boring road, point A to point B and back again. Many things can happen, good or bad.
It's like perilous traveling.
Yeah, but we found a gnome,
Yeah.
Elberry Berryton.
Elberry Berryton. Sven the Yodeling Troll and Elberry Berryton. And a bunch of intrigue in Marshgate.
Yeah,
I mean, you
Gotta
already
go
have
back
a whole
and-
party now. I mean, it's like
yeah, it's amazing.
Classic.
all right, awesome, George. Thank you so much for.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, man.
fun.
Hope to have you again. We can do more adventures in the Land of Eem.
More
Galen and Riley.
adventures. Huzzah!
All right, awesome. We'll see you next week. If you haven't downloaded the game yet, do so. It's entirely free. You get all the tools that we were using today. You get this map. You get all the encounters, all the traveling rules, like the sandbox, like everything that I was saying.
Even a chance to
came from the
play
sandbox.
with Galen and Riley.
Riley, yeah,
Generated characters.
absolutely. And join the Discord too. That's at the bottom of many of the pages. Give
Yeah.
us some feedback on what you think of the system when your own playtests.
All right, awesome. See everybody next week. Peace out.
Bye-bye.
Take it easy, guys. Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining the Land of Eem podcast. If you're interested in learning about Land of Eem, or diving into our book series, Dungeoneer Adventures, or Rickety Stitch and the Gelatinous Goo, visit us online today at landofelem.com or ask for us wherever books are sold. Thanks again. Bye-bye.